Hi Dixons, I'm Luke Sparks, Executive Director here at Dixons. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe to our channel, use the like button and comment below to tell us which episodes have been most useful for you or what you would like to see on the channel next. This video builds on from the thinking shared in our Running Great Meetings video in our Who We Are playlist, and will outline how our tactical meeting works in practice. I recommend that you take a look at our Running Great Meetings video before watching this one. No action, activity or process is more central to a healthy organisation than the meeting. Bad meetings are the birthplace of unhealthy organisations, and good meetings are the origin of cohesion, clarity and communication. The single biggest problem with meetings is meeting stew. That's what happens when we try to cram everything from strategy to tactics to admin into one meeting. What we need to do is create greater context by having separate meetings for different topics. Therefore, at Dixons, we have 4 types of meeting: the cycle offsite review, weekly topical strategic, weekly tactical, and a daily check-in. The tactical meeting should be approximately an hour in length, give or take 20 minutes, and should focus on the discussion and resolution of issues which affect near-term objectives. Ironically, these work best if there is no preset agenda. The meeting starts with a lightning round. Each team member has 30 seconds to report on what they plan to work on that week. Fellow team members should listen closely and consider some of the following. Can I support my team member with any of the items they mentioned? Do I have questions about the items? Do I even know what they are talking about? Do I have some input I should share? If they do have questions or need additional information, they should request for that item to be added to the agenda for the meeting. Simple, no more conversation needed until, of course, it comes up on the agenda. After the lightning round, the team should review the scorecard. This starts with the 5th critical question: what's most important right now? We call this our thematic goal. It's our rallying call. It is singular. One thing has to be the most important. It is qualitative. We don't attach specific numbers to it. And it is temporary. It must be achievable within a clear time boundary, usually 3 to 12 months. Essentially, it's our top issue from our strategic live issues list. See our mini-series on big moves for more on our approach to strategy. Here is an example of a possible thematic goal for a school trust. Reinvent shared services for continued growth. The thematic goal is further clarified by defining the objectives that will make accomplishing it possible. Defining objectives are the general categories of activity required to achieve the thematic goal. They provide a level of specificity so that the thematic goal isn't merely a slogan. They are qualitative and shared by the team. Here are some possible defining objectives for the thematic goal of reinventing shared services for continued growth. Firstly, conduct a pre-mortem. Then develop a target shared services structure. Then reallocate resources to invest in key hires. Establish centralised planning. Optimise and automate processes. And finally, build an effective cross-functional and feedback culture. After reviewing the thematic goal and the defining objectives, the team should review the standard operating objectives. These are the ongoing and relatively straightforward areas of responsibility that any leadership team must maintain in order to keep the organisation afloat. In other words, the leader's day jobs. Here are some possible standard operating objectives for an executive team leading a school trust, from school phase and people agenda through to the business functions. And here are some possible standard operating objectives for a school. The team assesses the progress of each defining objective and standard operating objective by assigning a corresponding colour. Green equals things are good. Yellow, we're doing okay. And red, we're struggling on this one. If an objective is assessed as red, or if its colour moves from green to yellow, we should probably add that to the agenda for the meeting. Once each defining objective and standard operating objective has been assessed and assigned a colour, the team can work through the agenda that has been developed in real time, from the lightning round check-in and the thematic goal review. After each agenda item, the team should record and clarify decisions to ensure team alignment. The team should have a parking lot for larger strategic topics that should not be covered in weekly tactical meetings. Topics that require more time and attention should be discussed in a separate meeting specifically designed to address those issues. If a tactical item gets past 5 minutes, it's time to decide, is this tactical? Then, at the end of the meeting, team members need to be clearly aligned around the messages they need to communicate once they leave the meeting. Use this stage of the meeting to determine a cohesive and unified message that the team will share with direct reports following the meeting. At Dixon's, some of our teams use the Table Group's meeting software to support their tactical meetings. This tool is specifically developed to help teams have better, more effective meetings and reinforce organisational health on a week-to-week basis. When done well, the tactical meeting galvanises your team to focus around the most important priorities. Teams should use a tactical meeting to quickly review one another's priorities and the team's overall scorecard, and then decide on what to discuss during the remainder of the meeting. This helps to avoid wasting time on trivial issues and focuses the team only on those issues that are truly relevant and critical. And the key to making these tactical meetings work is having the discipline to identify and postpone the discussion of more strategic topics. Thank you so much for your time. As ever, let us know if we can add any more detail or answer any questions. Please subscribe to the channel and share. I look forward to seeing you soon.